Tomorrow's quiz asks for the 5 stages of the water cycle in order. You remember some of them. But can you remember which one comes first, second, third, fourth, and fifth? Most students struggle with the order. Stick with me, and we'll look at a simple way to make sequences easier to remember. In this video, you'll learn a memory technique that gives each piece of information its own place in memory, making ordered lists and processes much easier to recall. The challenge with ordered information is that knowing the ideas is not always enough. You might know all 5 stages of the water cycle, but still mix them up during a test. The number rhyme method solves this by giving each number a permanent image that rhymes with it. Here's how it works. Each number gets a picture that always stays the same. 1 becomes bun, 2 becomes glue, 3 becomes tree, 4 becomes door, 5 becomes hive. Because each picture rhymes with its number, it's easier to remember. Think of these pictures as numbered parking spaces for information. Whenever you need to remember something in order, you simply park each idea in its matching space. Let's use the water cycle. The first stage is evaporation. Picture a giant hot bun sitting under the sun. It becomes so hot that clouds of steam begin rising into the sky. The steam rising from the bun represents evaporation. Because bun is number 1, it helps you remember that evaporation comes first. Second, condensation. As the steam rises into the cooler air, it transforms into giant blobs of sticky glue. The glue pulls tiny water droplets together until they form thick, fluffy clouds. Since glue rhymes with 2, it provides a cue that condensation comes second. Third is precipitation. The clouds grow heavier and suddenly burst open, sending rain pouring down onto a giant tree. Because tree rhymes with 3, it helps anchor precipitation as the third stage. Fourth is collection. The rainwater rushes across the ground, flows through a giant door, and gathers into a huge lake on the other side. Since door rhymes with 4, it reminds you that collection is the 4th stage. The 5th stage is infiltration. Picture the water from the lake slowly soaking deep into the ground beneath a massive hive. Because hive rhymes with 5, it serves as a cue that infiltration comes 5th. Notice what happened. Instead of trying to remember 5 abstract terms in order, your brain now has 5 vivid pictures. Each picture already tells you its position. The bun is always first. The glue is always second. The tree is always third. The order is built into the images. So far, you've seen how the number rhyme method can turn an ordered process into a series of memorable images. Want to remember this technique long-term? Tap the link for Quizlet study tools. Then jump back into the video. Lock in what you learned and keep going. Now, let's test it. What was stage 3? You might not immediately remember the word, but you can remember the tree. The tree is being soaked by rain. That leads you to precipitation. Now, try stage 4. You picture the door. Floodwater is rushing through it and gathering into a lake. That leads you to collection. Instead of searching your memory for the answer directly, you recall the peg first and then follow the image back to the correct stage. This technique also goes beyond science. This method is useful anytime you need information in a specific order. A presentation, a historical timeline, a process in biology, and a sequence in chemistry. As long as each step has a numbered position, you can attach it to a peg. One common mistake is making the image too ordinary. Imagine the first stage of the water cycle. If you simply picture a bun sitting on a table, That image may not stick very well. But if you picture a giant bun sitting under the blazing sun, releasing huge clouds of steam into the sky, it becomes much more memorable. The goal is not to create a completely random image. The goal is to make the peg vivid, specific, and connected to the idea you want to remember. To recap, give each number a permanent rhyme image. Turn each idea into a vivid picture. Connect the idea to its numbered peg. Recall the peg first, then retrieve the information attached to it. Instead of memorizing a sequence directly, you're giving every step its own permanent place in memory. If you want to practice what you learned today, check the links in the description for Quizlet's memorization guide and study tools designed to help you remember it longer. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video.